SUNY Potsdam is situated close to the Canadian border in the heart of the North Country portion of New York State. And many of our students who are local grew up in an area that's been hard hit by industrial job loss, by poverty, and also by a declining farm workforce. And so, economically, this is a difficult area for a lot of people. And we also have a significant number of students that are from New York City. Many of them are first-generation Americans, but the college, I think, stands out as a place that provides opportunity.
I am not a big talker in general, so I was extremely nervous, especially to be talking to people with different cultures and religions than me.
I came to Satterley Hall and I went to the computer lab and I logged in, and it was really interesting at first just seeing everyone come in and seeing everyone's different faces.
Everyone was a little bit like reserved and quiet, but as time went on, I realized it was like an outburst of like a flower. Like everyone opened up, we were all having conversations.
I can stand in my classroom and explain to my students many things about the importance of engaging with people that they perceive to be different from themselves, of the importance of dialogue and so on. But the best way of learning for our students is to actually experience it. And if they cannot go and study abroad, at least with Soliya, they get the opportunity to practice and experience what I talk about in the classroom, and I think that makes a fundamental difference in the learning outcomes of my courses.
We had a woman from Egypt, her name's Lojane. I absolutely loved her. She's very feminist, she's very girl power. She's also very sweet, and we had some really good conversations about all sorts of different politics and cultures.
We had a Soliya session right after the U.S. intervention in Syria, and that was really interesting to hear everyone's different perspectives on. Probably the main thing that I remember about it is hearing about what the refugee camps were actually like, and that surprised me. It made me think more about all of the other people on the planet and how they are experiencing things.
When students have a chance to not only learn about other cultures, other places, but also gain the confidence to be able to navigate those differences and to see the value of crossing those social, economic, cultural borders, that I think it can really transform not just their lives, but the lives of Americans in general.
Soliya helps my students acquire the skills and tools necessary for a successful life in the 21st century. I think we live in such a globalized world by now, and I do not see that happening or changing fundamentally in the near future, that I think the interpersonal and intercultural skills that they learn in Soliya are extremely valuable for their life after this, in addition to being, I would say, very marketable components in an application.
It kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I was like, all right, here we go. You have thoughts, you just have to put them out there. It helped me become a better critical thinker, maybe. I think I've become more conscious and more observant of other people and their cultures and views and beliefs.
We all have these little bias concepts that we believe in, and I think Soliya does a great job of us not working towards bias and these instincts, but rather just opening up to people and having a conversation with people.
I feel so much more comfortable talking to people about things, especially sensitive things. I feel like I know how to do that now, and I can take adversity, and instead of reacting emotionally to it, I can think about it and react calmly and try to understand it.
My secret dream is that every undergraduate at SUNY Potsdam has the chance to participate in the Soliya program, because so few of our students have the opportunity to engage in any kind of cultural exchange. To put every single one of our students through this amazing experience, I think would not just transform them, but it would transform our campus into a place where I think everyone would truly be included and feel comfortable.
It's just like how the old adage says, like a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I think Soliya has taken that step into bringing people from these different parts of the world to be in one place. And whatever you're going through, whether there's a war in your country, whether there's hunger, whether there's intense systemic oppression, all that doesn't matter. You're just allowed to be yourself within these 2 hours, and your voice matters. What you have to say matters.